Chapter 38. Listen and repeat. Conversation, everyday work and habits. The lifts operate on Saturday. They don't operate on Sunday. A lot of visitors interrupt him during the week. They don't interrupt him when he works on Saturday. I want to look at the want ads. I don't want to look at the sports page. We have to work during the week. We don't have to work at the weekend. You make only a few mistakes. You don't make many mistakes. Do a lot of visitors interrupt him during the week? Yes, they do. Do they operate on Sunday? No, they don't. Do the lifts operate on Saturday? Yes, they do. Do they interrupt him when he works on Saturday? No, they don't. Do you want to look at the want ads? Yes, I do. Do you want to look at the sports page? No, I don't. Do you have to work during the week? Yes, we do. Do you have to work at the weekend? No, we don't. Do I make only a few mistakes? Yes, you do. Do I make many mistakes? No, you don't. He has a lot of visitors during the week. He doesn't have many visitors at the weekend. The girls use a lot of paper clips. They don't use many rubber bands. Do they have a lot of machines in the office? Yes, they do. Do the girls know how to operate them? Yes, they do. Can Miss Brown, for example, operate the postage machine? Yes, she can. Can she also operate the duplicating machine? Yes, she can. Can she also operate the Xerox machine? Yes, she can. Does she know how to operate an adding machine? Yes, she does. Who else knows how to operate all the machines? Mark knows how to operate all the machines too. What does Mr. Brown know how to use? He only knows how to use an adding machine. He can't find a place to park. He's going to park in the car park. He's going to leave the keys with the attendant. Asterisk. He can pay when he gets his car in the evening. He doesn't use the car during the day. He can walk to the restaurant where he eats lunch. He doesn't have to take his car. The attendant can't get his car out easily. Note, the verb to leave can mean to depart, to go away. When used with a direct object, it means to leave, abandon, forget something somewhere. It can also mean to entrust, to hand something over to someone, followed by the preposition with. There are a lot of other cars parked in front of it. Sometimes he has to go to another part of the city. He can take a taxi. It doesn't cost much. Note 2. The form parked is the past participle of to park. In this case, it corresponds to a whole relative clause in the passive form. Vocabulary. Everyday words and expressions. A few, a little, as soon as. Attendant, noun. Band, noun. Copy, noun. Duplicating machine, duplicator. Easily. Example. Few. Franking machine in front. Little. Long, adverb. Of course. Page. Paperclip. Part, noun. Partner, noun. Place, noun. Postage, noun. Postage machine. Report, noun. Rubber, rubber band. Sport, noun. Taxi, dash, cab. Then. Trouble, noun. Xerox, machine. Verbs. To find, found. To get. To go in. To go on. To go out. To look something up, in. To run, ran. To run off, to take. To think, thought. Usage notes. A little / a few. little/few. The adjectives a little and a few are used respectively with uncountable and plural countable nouns and indicate a limited quantity. Little and few, normally without the article, express an extremely small quantity. Page. Note the use of on and at with page. On page 12. At the top of the page. At the bottom of the page. To go on. This verb is normally followed by the ing form, indicating the continuing action. Example. Mark and Brown went on talking during the film. When the continuing action is expressed by a noun, it is preceded by with. Reading. Making copies of a report. Mr. Brown wrote a long report. It has more than 100 pages. He wants some copies to show his partners. His partners are the other lawyers in the office. Mr. Brown. Can you make some copies of this report for me? Miss Anna. Yes, of course. How many copies do you want? Mr. Brown. Well, 10, I think. Miss Anna. Good. Then I can run off the copies on the Xerox. Mr. Brown. Oh, yes. You don't have to type the report and run it off on the duplicator. That's too much trouble. How long is it going to take? Miss Anna. Well, Mark's using the machine now. I can start as soon as he finishes. It isn't going to take very long. Mr. Brown. Okay. Thank you very much. The adverb more is the comparative form of much and means più. The conjunction then is used to express comparison between two people, things, or actions. The expression thank you very much is a particularly polite and common way to thank someone. Comprehension exercise. What did Mr. Brown write? How many pages does it have? What does he want? Why does he want some copies? Who are his partners? Can Miss Anna make the copies for him? How many copies does he want? Can she run off the copies on the Xerox? Does she have to type the report over again? Does she have to use the duplicating machine? Who's using the machine now? Can Miss Anna start as soon as he finishes? Is it going to take very long? Grammar. Time conjunctions and infinitive clauses. Conjunctions of time. When. When. When we lived in town, we often went to the cinema. While. While Miss Anna was using the postage machine, I was working on the computer. As soon as I greeted Mr. Brown, as soon as I saw him. After. After Anna arrived, we had lunch. Before. The film started before we arrived. Explanation questions asking for a specific time are introduced by when. Answers can include time expressions or complete time clauses introduced by conjunctions. As soon as indicates that the action in the time clause happens immediately before the main clause. After indicates that the action in the time clause happens before the main clause. Before indicates it happens after. To plus infinitive clauses. Why did you go to that firm? I went there to have an interview with the personnel manager. There are a lot of books to read. There are a lot of things to do. Explanation. Infinitive clauses introduced by to often express purpose and can also function like a relative clause, meaning that can or must be done. Comprehension exercise. Answers. 1. He wrote a long report. 2. It has more than 100 pages. 3. He wants some copies to show his partners. 4. He wants some copies to show his partners. 5. His partners are the other lawyers in the office. 6. Yes, she can. 7. He wants 10 copies. 8. Yes, she can. 9. No, she doesn't. 10. No, she doesn't. 11. Sally's using the machine now. 12. Yes, she can. 13. No, it isn't.